very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stroud looking to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Stroud working out of the gun. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And now the first run for Devon Achane. There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
21G, corner, long.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Dolphins in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Hey, come on, two. Hey, 21 TA.
Play action, now it's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Number 1, high.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Damian Pierce. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A-chain on 1st and 10. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Tua. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. They've got his man complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he may maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Trying to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Tua picked by his former college teammate Christian Harris. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. As they've got it as we resume action. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's A-chain headed right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
On 2nd down, Tua. This pass complete to Higgins. His first catch good for 8 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From midfield, here's Tua. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On play action, here's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
East right, snow.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. A-Chain will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. In motion right, that's Collins. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3rd down and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Stroud off the play fake. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, 64 yards. And the Texans are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Dolphins 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Come on. 7-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 67 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And Stroud now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Option handoff now to H.A. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Tua, a final shot before half. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A give up the middle to H.A. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Again, it's A-Chain. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down and 4.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer.
Stroud. This pass complete to Melton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want them.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Dolphins 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Right back to A-Chain on second down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Tua going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Solo left side, 20, TX.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. They're going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. H.A. now up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Dolphins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill's got another one. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hand off right side to Pierce. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And the Texans first
Panther
down.
11, Panther 11. 70 Timberwolf. 18 Rattler. 18 ready.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
32 Stinger.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try it now with Mostert. And some space here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Watson, Oscar, Watson, Oscar. Turbo 3, kick. Turbo 3, kick. Solo left Zion, solo left Zion.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Turbo 1, high.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it.
Let's go.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On third down, here's Pierce. Fights him off. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
First down, Houston.
Give to Pierce now on the option. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half